What if I told you that in 2006, a small Louisiana town became the center of national outrage? What if I told you that 6 black teenagers were thrown into a storm of unequal justice? And what if I told you their case still echoes today as a symbol of racial injustice in America? Stay with me, because this story will shock you, and it's one you need to hear to the very end. It all began in Gina, Louisiana, a quiet town where racial tensions simmered just beneath the surface. At Gina High School, a group of black students asked if they could sit under a tree, a spot usually claimed by white students. The next day, 3 nooses were found hanging from that very tree, a chilling reminder of America's violent history of lynching. The school called it a prank, but for black students it was a clear message: you don't belong here. Anger spread, but instead of addressing racism, authorities looked the other way. Then, in December 2006, a fight broke out at school. 6 black teens were accused of attacking a white student. The injuries were minor, cuts and bruises, but prosecutors charged them with attempted second-degree murder. Yes, you heard that right. Attempted murder for a school fight, charges that could put them away for decades. Meanwhile, the white students who hung the nooses, they faced nothing more than a slap on the wrist. The contrast was impossible to ignore. White students commit a hate-filled act, little or no punishment. Black students fight back. They face life in prison. This wasn't just about a fight. It was about America's justice system. It was about who gets punished and how harshly, depending on the color of their skin. And soon, the nation began to pay attention. Civil rights activists rallied. Media outlets covered the story. The case of the Gina 6 became a symbol of how deeply unequal justice remained in the 21st century. Tens of thousands marched in Gina, one of the largest civil rights demonstrations in modern times. People carried signs, demanding fairness, demanding justice. The charges were eventually reduced, but the damage was done. The teens spent months in jail. Their lives were forever altered, and the world was left with questions. Why did it take national outrage for fairness to even be considered? Why were nooses dismissed as a prank? Why did the system come down harder on black youth than anyone else? The Gina 6 case exposed truths America still wrestles with. That racism isn't just about individual acts. It's embedded in the systems meant to protect us. And unless we keep telling these stories, history repeats itself. So here's why you need to remember the Gina 6. Because their case wasn't just about 6 teenagers. It was about America, and whether justice really is equal for all. And if you've stayed with me to the end, I know this story meant something to you. So don't just click away. Subscribe to this channel, because more stories like this, stories that matter, are coming your way. Let's learn, let's remember, and let's fight for a future where justice is finally truly equal.